You have to think outside the box a little bit. The factors that we take in when we're looking to go in-house to help those clients get that property purchased.
I'm sitting here today with Darren Krein from Farmers State Bank of Underwood, the Fergus Falls branch. And Darren, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, today we're talking a little bit about loans, about mortgages specifically, and the difference between in-house and secondary market. It's really easy for those of us who work in real estate or in lending, to throw around those terms loosely. I found myself doing it just the other day. Talking about something in-house on a particular property, and the potential buyer was really confused. So Darren, since you work as a lender, what do we mean when we say in-house or secondary market?
Yeah, great question. So one of the fun things that we get to do at Farmers State Bank is we get to help clients come up with a solution. Now, a lot of times that solution is conventional financing, which is what you talked about, secondary market, where they're working through Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac type programs, conventional FHA. Although sometimes there'll be some challenges with the borrower, whether it's money down, credit issues, maybe down payment, that you have to think outside the box a little bit. That conventional, the great programs that they can't tackle. So when that happens, then at Farmers State Bank, what we try to do is we sit down with the client and then we try to mitigate those other factors that's holding them back from qualifying on the conventional side. One example may be, hey, they haven't been in their profession for 2 years. They got a great job here in Fergus Falls at one of our great employers. However, they haven't been in that industry for 2 years, so it kicks them out of the conventional financing. That's one example where we come in and we put together a plan to get that purchase done.
Why is it more favorable to have what you would call a secondary market loan? What makes that product more favorable?
Great question. A lot of times, clients are very rate savvy. So with those conventional programs, you can get a long-term fixed rate, a 20-year, 30-year, 15-year fixed rate. The in-house programs that we have, typically a ARM option, so it's a 3 or a 5-year ARM.
And what's an ARM?
Yep, so a great question. An ARM is a product that's fixed for a portion, and at the end, it's variable and it adjusts to the market.
Sure, so an adjustable rate mortgage.
Yep.
So really more favorable to have secondary market just because you're able to lock in that lower rate or the rate for a longer term. And generally the secondary market does offer lower rates, but not always. Is that right?
That's correct. In today's rate environment, we're actually being quite a bit more competitive on the in-house side for those people that are thinking, maybe long-term, either they may not be in that home, or after 3 or 5 years, they may want to tap into their equity and improve the property. So they want to follow the rate back down, hopefully in the coming years when rates drop. They want to capitalize on that. So they're okay with going in-house with the shorter option now in the hopes of tapping into that equity and then locking in for a longer period when rates come back down.
Sure. So talking rates, so right now, like a 30-year mortgage is somewhere in the realm of a little over 7, maybe 7.3% or so. What could someone come in, and I know there are a lot of factors that play into it, including credit and the like, but how much less is an in-house mortgage today?
Yeah, so with us, you're 100% correct. So what we do, from Farmers State Bank's perspective is we take a look at the borrower, and then we have a rate matrix that we have in-house, and then based on credit score, debt to income issue, loan to value, those types of things, we can make concessions and be very competitive. It could be at prime, could be a little above prime. Right now, prime's at 7%. So some of those 30-year fixed in rates might be higher than that with, a little bit more expensive closing costs involved with that. Where in in-house, we can be a little more flexible on the closing costs as well. So those are just some of the factors that we take in when we're looking to go in-house to help those clients get that property purchased.
Sure, and something that I can speak firsthand. You guys have helped me out, or not me specifically, but some of our clients out, probably at least 3 last year, that hey, they've gone to 3 different banks and the banks just won't touch them because of some particular component in their past or in their business. And Farmers State Bank's been a great option. So I know I really appreciate you guys, Darren, as do a number of our clients. If someone is watching this and they're wanting more information, or maybe they don't know what to start, what's a good first step?
Yeah, a good first step is to contact me at Farmer State Bank and let's just have a general conversation of what's your plan, what are you looking to do, and then from there we can get into like the pre-qualification side of it. But I really like to have that first touch with the client just to see, what they're talking about, if we can meet them there and match what they want to do. A lot of times it's an educational phone call of people just being like, hey, I heard about you guys. Here's what I'd like to do, but I have no idea on how to get there. And then I really like to start from the beginning and set those expectations. So that way, when it gets to be the closing time, it's a celebration time and not a lot of bumpiness on the way. It's kind of laying out those expectations.
Sure. And if someone wants to get a hold of you, Darren, where can they find you and how can they reach you?
Yep. So we got our office right here in Fergus Falls. You can call us at the branch, which is 998-7283. Or you can email me at darrenk@farmerstatebank.com.
Well, Darren Krein of Farmer State Bank, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Andrew.